Collective, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming back at y'all with another YouTube read, another collective energy read. I hope this finds y'all at a resonating time in your day. Remember, all likes, comments, shares, and subscribes are so appreciated. Welcome to the team if you're new here. If you need a personal booking with me, hit up Shamika's son with a C in Shamika at gmail.com. And I'd love to get started with you. Let's go ahead and get started, team. It's been a lot of energy this morning. A lot of shitty energy. A lot of energy. But we're transmuting it. May be significant for somebody to know to transmute it. Don't let that shit stagnate you. Don't let that shit cause density in your life. That's when it's harder to move. You know, the more fluidity, the better. That's a channel message off top for somebody. The more fluidity, the better. The more flow, the better. The more density, it's more reflection. Density is usually a reflective thing. You know, before the transference, before the transmutation, it's usually a reflective point. And that's also a channel message for somebody, a small little message. But without further ado, ancestors, angels of the highest of white lights, please bestow upon me and allow me to channel clear and concise messages for the collective today. And what do these beautiful souls need to hear from me? Thank you, and Ashe. You are a star. Somebody's a star. I don't know why I just heard that. Like, I literally heard it straight up like that. You are a star. Ace of Pentacles. So new opportunities. That's also the Ace of Pentacles can also represent money flow. It can represent new ventures. It can represent prosperity, though. I don't usually take it like that, but in this sense, I'm taking it like a prosperous card. Many past people are in regret for how they treated you, industry sacrifice, and hangman position. So people in the past tried to put you in some type of sacrificial land position, scapegoating position, or actually try to sacrifice you. You take what resonates. So, but with the Ace of Pentacles, I think that's where that's where the regret comes from. I had to make sure. That's where the regret comes from. Is, I guess people expect it. I mean, when you do a sacrifice or you do something like that, I mean, just saying from the other side, I think the expectation is that it's supposed to work, right? So, it didn't work. So you getting new opportunities, new ventures, new money, whatever that is, I think it confirms to those that did black magic on you in the secret or whatever that was, right? That conspired against you physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, socially, whatever that was. With you getting new opportunities in the Ace of Pentacles, that proves the law of correspondence. People have that innate knowing too, on a subconscious level. If it didn't happen to him, like I said it was going to happen to him, what's going to happen to me? I think that's where some people are at. Whoever I'm tapping into with pity parties, follow that to confirm that. This is an interesting time, you know. Like I told you, I was speaking a lot of truth in a previous video, you know, and I knew it was going to cause a lot of, you know, attacks sent towards me. So a lot of this shit, when I get attacked, I'm not complaining. I just say it, right? Straight out loud, because it's just going to get alchemized anyway. Significant for somebody because, you know, you're going to have to get used to flowing with, especially if you're in the public eye, whoever I'm tapping into, if you're presenting yourself in any art way, or you just saying your truth. I don't know. You could be just literally living your life. Something about that, whatever it is in your spirit that is being aimed at, targeted at by other souls on this realm, right? There's a need to kind of understand that you're probably going to always have to alchemize this energy, right? You're always going to have to be in flow because, I mean, and it's nothing different than any other energy form anyway. It's a significant message for somebody. I'm kind of bouncing around the subjects, but, you know, whatever this energy is, it's definitely somebody attempted on you or somebody tried to sabotage your, I'm hearing career. That could be a significant message for somebody. Sabotage, it could be your happiness. It could be your peace. It could be your relationships. It could be your money. It could be so many different things, but all those cards following out, that represents somebody plotting against you, people plotting against you, and failing because you got new opportunities coming before you. Those cards literally say that. The Six of Pentacles followed out. I feel like you're a very generous person. You're a giving person, which is probably why either all these people or said person thought it was going to be such an easy lick. It's kind of like that one video. They thought she was going to be an easy lick. It's usually like that. the sweetness, the kindness. But you getting new opportunities consistently, I think it rubs people the wrong way as well. There's a lot of limited consciousness that can be projected on you. That was a lot of the alchemy that I did this morning, limiting consciousness, and a lot of other type of disturbing types of attacks, you know. But whoever I'm tapped into, I'm getting that same kind of energy with you. But you're very powerful. I mean, that's all I can speak to. When you're getting energetically, attacked from in the unseen for speaking truth, standing in truth, having a difference in truth, whatever that is, you're doing something that's meant to be polarized in truth. It's just your confirmation for somebody. With gossip behind the scenes, a lot of these people may have done these things through just continuous gossip. That's spell work in itself. When people are consciously knowing what they're doing, not doing it out of any attempt besides anything but to speak negatively upon you, or like clown on you, laugh at you. All these things are continuous and conscious ritualistic things that they don't know are painting on a humiliation spell that is going to return to them. It's just one way of kind of spell work, and that's one of the most basic ones because it's not something that's conscious. People aren't doing that. Like, I'm going to do this with him to make him feel bad. No, they're just projecting and deflecting. Just a channel message for somebody, just to simply like kind of be able to detach from certain experiences such as whatever this was, right? That hangman position, because the hangman position can represent motherfuckers left you out in the cold, or they put you out in a certain position to want to see you, what am I getting? Lose? What does that mean though? Lose? To see you in a disempowered state of yourself, I think is a more general term. I mean, a better generalization, but people are in regret for how they treated you the second time that came out. With celebrity status, you may be meant to be in the public eye. You may be in the public eye. Or you may just be a hot topic amongst these people. That's literally all it could be too. It could be a family dynamic. It could be friends. It could be multiple, and a lot of stories, those streams of different dimensions of people you meet usually string together in some way. That's how it works, especially with the cult shit. I mean, that's just how that works. But I ain't gonna say too much. Playing robbery, I think people try to take your gifts, your success. This is all energy speaking. When you get plotted on, playing robbery, I'm getting like a literal energetic attack. So I'm getting psychological warfare. Like I said, the only way that, when you have an anointing on you, the only way that anybody can kind of get you to like fold out of your position is if you willingly fold out of your position. So psychologically manipulating you, getting you to believe something about yourself that's not necessarily the true reflection, 808 as I say that, which is usually the only way it can really happen. There's a lot of rules and regulations around those beings that have the anointing. It's not that they're better than anybody. There's a certain level of protection because they have a mission that they're continuously aligning to. And that's also your protection too. So those new ventures and new opportunities you're getting, it's also proof to them that you're protected. Whoever I'm picking up on, their core to you is blocking your blessings. So you may be still connected to some of these individuals that you may not even know are like having this realization about you. You know what I mean? That you're getting the new ventures. Whoever I'm tapping into, you're getting new ventures. You're going into abundance. And a lot of these people that were in devil energy are going into lack and self-reflection. That's karma. You're very radiant as you radiate onwardly. That's the whole point. That's what this is meant for. You're supposed to serve as some type of karmic teacher, whether that's to one person or a mass amount of people. And karmic teacher don't mean you're karma to them. And sometimes, you can be, but it's like karma is a reallocation of energy. I could be balancing out your energy and give you clarity. That's karma. It's the same thing. It doesn't mean like, I don't know. It's just connotation. But tall male may be significant. Maybe I'm tapped into one. Maybe a tall male may be significant around you. The full energy, stepping out on faith in these new beginnings and kind of taking a shot, so to speak, in these directions that are being presented before you now. These directions could be psychological directions. These could be spiritual paths. These could be ways of learning new things. I'm getting kind of that energy, like kind of not side quest energy, like just kind of doing different kind of things, taking different strides in your life. Like, I think this is cool, and I never really had the time to take it upon before, but I do now, so I'm gonna do it. Like shit like that. That's kind of what I'm getting. The energy like this. There's a need to like kind of follow through with that and know that that's gonna lead you to a blissful abundance. Whether that abundance represents peace, harmony within self, or just like a breakthrough with something that you don't know where it's gonna lead you to, and it leads you to something special, right? Things like that. But you're on a high frequency, or there's a specification, or there's a need for staying in a high vibration at this time. Especially amidst like other people projecting poverty consciousness, poverty materially, socially. This could be just limited ways of thinking. Any type of poverty consciousness. This could be anybody, like I said. If anybody that I'm mentioning that you can kind of align, or they come to your head intuitively based on these cards that I've pulled out, they're probably going through a self-reflective karma. Because those type of things, like that humiliation spell ritual shit, or like people talking funny about you, or just having that expectation, or trying to put you into really trying to 1111, trying to put you into whatever scapegoating position, whatever narrative they try to put you into to fit their comfortability, their ego, whatever satisfaction that they were seeking through your demise or whatever, right? Those are the people that their karma is that poverty being returned to them. So usually it's an energy. It's going to be returned to them in terms of the self-reflection. If you're moving towards this direction into another direction, like in terms of freedom, a whole opposite. If you're moving 180 degrees opposite from where they projected you to be, given certain actions or connotations, then it can only mean that that's going to reverse somewhere else, And I think a lot of people, I guess I was saying that to say to watch out for projections and, from that energy. That's why there's a need to stay in your high vibration at this time, so you don't lower yourself, so you don't argue with that, so you don't combat something that wasn't your fight. That's not your fight. Somebody wanted something negative for you, and if it don't happen for you, shit, that's somebody else's fight that they not winning, right? Because the fight was, or the perceived fight was to somebody else's intention, hidden or shown, whatever that intention was, to see you in a different result than what is happening. So peep the signs. Your intuition ain't lying. There's a need to just stay in your high vibration and not to fight fire with fire when you're already in a cool, watery energy, right? Whoever I'm tapped into, this is like, or I need to be in that cool, flowing, sensual energy, or to bask in your sensuality, man or woman. And sensuality doesn't necessarily mean like dancing or, it's just movement, flow, energy flow. The lack of density is needed at this time. A lack of density. Wherever is giving you density, that's where transmutation is needed. And so I woke up this morning and I went straight at it. I went on my walk and I went straight at everything that was kind of dense to my energy, everything. And when you're aware enough, you can literally access all parts of your energy. And I have certain gifts that I can feel it, right? So I have clairsentience. I can feel the parts that need healing. I can feel where it is and I can feel where it comes from. And that's mine. But saying that to say, you have, whoever I'm tapped into, you have your way of alchemizing energy. You have your way of attuning yourself to your own energy field to know what's dense, what is yours, what is not, there's a need for all of that right now to stay in your high vibration, because a lot of energy is reversing. There's a lot of energy going back around, right? Not only are you a miracle, but one is on its way to you right now. You have a healing energy. And with the Seven of Pentacles, there's a need. It's a need to stay diligent in your high vibration. To know that your ancestors are always with you. I was going to say something about it, to know that you're spiritually protected. But your ancestors are always with you. Speak up. Especially when you're dealing with Empress and reversed energies that want to control the way that you look at yourself. With the Eight of Swords energy, that's a self-imposed imprisonment card. With people that want to control the way that you value yourself or think of yourself or show up within yourself. There's a need for kind of to identify where that Empress in reverse energy is. That can signify a man or woman. That can represent yourself. Find those points of self or attachments to points of self, and that's where your transmutation starts. Go towards that. Change the narrative. Change the thought patterns. Change the feelings. It's easier said than done, but it's progressive. keep doing those things. Keep going at those things. I do this every day. I go at my densities and I alchemize it and I bring something back to you guys, right? In terms of just what I learn something every day, every single day. And if you're not, then you're probably not evolving or progressing. That's why we're here, right? That's why we're down here. This is what we're doing. As a soul, we're here to ascend. We're here to learn soul lessons. I'm just performing my mission to give back to a community of people that could use awareness or these certain cues of information, because that's all it is. It's really all I'm giving, right? In terms of, I'm reading energy for situations. I'm not really doing as much tarot. A lot of, like, my energies it'd be really at you guys, for awareness, for self-accountability within self. To just kind of stay in your own margins in terms of your high vibration, and knowing when you're going outside of those said margins, and so we don't have to accommodate such blame for somebody else's negativity, right? That's the whole point of this shit. So you can really have control that you want over your reality, and not giving somebody else energy, and acclaiming them to be a power over you, so to speak, or a situation to claim it to have power over you, a circumstance, a scenario. That's the whole point. Those that reach out after return to senders are your hidden perpetrators. Alright, I'm tapped into. You're probably like a... You're the prize and the blessing. You're probably really empathetic. So I think when how I was explaining my process, that was probably meant for how you, maybe to catalyze how you go inwardly in your process. A lot of people have different clear abilities. A lot of people have their clear audience more tapped into me. I'm really clairsentient. That's my most powerful one. I feel things. Can just feel it, which is why I don't need the cards to connect with you guys. That's why it's really just me speaking. But everything you lost is returning back to you times 10. And I feel like that's that new ventures thing. I feel like with people, whatever they did to set you up, whatever, it's like, I don't know, some type of like, this could be just a witchcraft thing. This could be people just gossiping about you on a consistent level, but this could be people doing actual spiritual work on you. Whatever it is, I think people are getting confirmation that it's not working based on what you're still stepping into or what you're still able to do. With the Ace of Pentacles keeps coming back to my head. There's something about prosperity that's coming. There's something about fortune. And I think that can be usually a big reason why you get attacked. Whether you have that fortune, whether your energy embodies that and can create it energetically, manifestationally. And sometimes you don't know that. And some people around you do. That's the whole point. When you're getting targeted, it's kind of like a cue to your own conscious, like, hey, there's something that's within that vault, so to speak, that you're not seeing clearly because other people are seeing it. 1808, as I say it. So that's how I use my persecution, whatever you call that, to go further within myself. And just learn more and more keys and grab more and more keys. There's a lot more keys. It's probably endless, honestly. It's kind of the conclusion I've gotten to. I don't think there's a finite ending at all. I don't think there ever will be. But Knight of Swords energy, there's a need to, stay in your discipline. Oh, that's King of Swords. I said Knight, but King of Swords energy, the Knight of Swords would be standing your ground. So that may be significant too for somebody, just standing your truth. But King of Swords, that's standing in discipline and kind of having a insight of truth and being willing to see truth and accept truth without emotional deprivation or manipulate or emotional contamination over said truth or acceptance over said truth. King of Swords energy is usually head over heart is basically what I'm saying at this time, especially to stay in your high vibration. And I think that's probably my last message on this one. But whatever that they wish for you or whatever, I think it's being proven wrong with just how you keep going. And this may spark a lot more attempts, spiritually, unseen, seen, whatever, in terms of people fucking with you, gaslighting you, whatever this represents. But if you continuously move forward, I mean, you're going to get to a point where, like I said in the beginning, like, the whole point is to get to the point where you are automatically alchemizing density, because that's what we're going to have to do anyway. And that's just the whole point. You're more gifted than you think, and you're more aware than you think. I'm just activating certain things, or I'm just confirming certain things for those that are already activated. And that's my last message. If you need a personal reading with me, hit up Shamika Sun with a C in Shamika at gmail.com. I appreciate y'all keeping me busy with a lot of the just the bookings. I'm never not booked at this point, and that's a blessing. That's a generational kind of wealth that I look at in terms of the energy. It's not that on surface level. I mean, that can disappear at any time. I could lose clientele at any time. So I'm just thankful for that. But the energy, just waking up to certain people that want, my insight on something or want me to read into their energy, it's a wealth. I really appreciate it, and I'm humbled by it. And I send all super thanks and all that prosperity and Ashe back to you and yours. You really don't have to do things like that. So I just appreciate y'all. Just real soul fam shit, right? Just sending y'all so much love and Ashe, and hope to catch y'all on another collective. Peace out. It's your boy Justice.